Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So, before we begin with our today's content, please do subscribe to my channel and hit on the bell icon to be notified as soon as we post a new video. Thank you so much. So, today we are going to study with GDP and welfare. GDP, gross domestic product, is basically the addition of all the incomes generated from different sectors of an economy. You might study that in an economy, all the sectors generate some kind of income through performing their activities, and the addition of those income is known as GDP, gross domestic product. Here I have a question for you. Does really the increase in GDP implies to the economic welfare or well-being? Yes, some might say that it might be yes, and some might say that no, because it depends upon the composition and distribution of GDP. Yes, it might be a measure of economic welfare, but not the perfect measure. It might be, but not the perfect. We have to see distribution and composition of GDP, because GDP shows only the income. It doesn't show how the income is generated or how we get that income. So let's see reasons why GDP is a poor measure of economic welfare. First one is high population, resources and skills. It says that some countries might have highly population, and due to which GDP has been increased. Means if high population is there, then there are many people to work and many people to earn. So we have high income. It depends upon the population also. High population means high GDP can also be arrived. And resources means some countries have much natural resources. And skills. Some people are highly skilled and some have high resources, due to which the GDP also been affected. Second one is high prices. It says that in a country, if a person earns high income, it means that he might also expenses highly, and high income means high prices in a country and no high standards. Means he has to earn high income and he expenses high income also. So he has no income to maintain his standards. And the third one is unemployment, because some countries might have huge unemployment, due to which its GDP might be affected. High GDP may be because of huge area and its natural mineral reserves in it, because some countries like Arab countries have a huge oil reserves or any kind of reserves in it, due to which most of the GDP is generated from those reserves or huge area itself. Fifth one is high GDP may be because of few industries located in it. Though the country is undeveloped or backward, there are few industries which are well developed in it, and due to which it generates the most income, means much income, better income than all small industries, due to which the GDP automatically rises. GDP does not show composition of its composition. It means that it might be of war goods or any kind of war. Some countries like North Korea or Pakistan produce some kind of war goods or missiles. Those cost huge and they generate more income, but that is of no use. It doesn't contribute in economic well-being. Here we have distinguished between GDP at constant price and GDP at current price. First point is GDP at constant prices means the value of output of goods and services at base year prices. Base year means the year which is common for a common people, which without any natural calamities. And GDP at current prices means the value of output at current prices, means the prices of this year or current year which is going on. Second point is it is known as real GDP. Value of GDP at constant prices is known as real GDP, and GDP at current prices is known as nominal GDP. The coming points are most important in the distinguished. This is most important point of this chapter, which might be asked for more marks, 3 to 4 marks also. GDP at constant prices is reliable and it shows economic growth or economic welfare. It rises only if the value of output of goods and services rises or increases. While GDP or at current prices, we cannot depend on it, and it doesn't have any kind of relation with economic growth, and it rises. GDP increases when current prices increases. Now we will see the conversion of nominal GDP into real GDP, that is conversion of GDP at current prices into GDP at constant prices. And the formula is GDP at constant prices upon price index into base year. Base year generally is taken as 100. Here we have an example. Here GDP at constant prices is 3 lakhs, price index is 300 and base year is 100. While putting the formula, we will get the answer as 1 lakh. GDP deflator. The formula for calculating GDP deflator is nominal GDP upon real GDP into 100. GDP deflator is a measure which measures the ratio of inflation of output of goods and services. Now we will see the meaning of green GNP. Green GNP is an economic accounting method which deals with all the environment related issues and environmental degradation happened, and what are the economic income generated through environment, and it is a GNP which would help us to attain sustainable use of natural resources around us. It also ensures that anything involved in the production process of goods and services should not pollute the environment and should not degrade the environment. So that's it for today. Please like, share and comment to our videos, and thank you for watching our videos. Please watch our further videos also. Thank you so much.